In the box, we have a lot of flaps with another box in the box. And in that box, we have a hard case. Nice, with a carrying handle. That's a bonus. First time I've ever seen that. And that makes it easy to carry around with your gear. Very professional on your part, Saramonic, to actually add a carrying handle. See what's inside. The first thing we do see is our device. We'll get back to that in a moment. We have 2 different microphones and a receiver in the middle. And it also doubles as a charger. Also, a phone carrying device here. They can connect to your tripod or whatever carrying device you may have with a cold shoe mount. And we have nice indentations of where that was. Now we flip it back here and we see some more goodies. Like your cold shoe mounting, probably for your receiver. And we also have 2 other mounting clips. And I think we have some magnets right here as well. I haven't used this device yet, nor have I seen much of any reviews, so this is discovery for me. A USB-A to USB-C, and you might be, where's our other charging cables? That is the beauty of this, that actually charges everything in one package. Smart. You should learn something at Rode Wireless Me with 1 connector. 2 separate devices. Yeah, that is another smart decision on Saramonic's part. Good job. Now we also have a TRRS cable. You can see those 3 tip sleeves. Here's our Furmuff. Probably one of the smallest ones I've ever seen in my life. And we also have, of course, a second one because we have 2 microphones. Any particular use for this? This must be for the 2 little pucks to stick it to something. Phone film. Attaching? I don't know. But either way, it looks like we attach something with stickiness. You'll need to remove this blue film. And we also have a covering on here. Since we've gone through pretty much everything, I think I'll get to that in a moment. And of course, we have our silica. Thank you for choosing your world of silica. Now let's open this up. Now this blue thing will be kind of hard to remove. The tab is recessed. Tweezers might be a good friend of yours in this situation. Now that I have my tweezers, I can now pull off our film here. And I can pull off our front film, nice and shiny. But of course, we also know we have to do our test. That is, let's touch it and see if we can get a nice little fingerprint. We can see it, but not probably too much on camera. So it keeps some shininess in terms of what we see. Again, we have the same sort of things. Again, to charge, you'll need to remove your film off your device. There we go. And let's get rid of our front film as well. And there we go. Now for charging, this is really cool. I love this. Okay, let me show this again. This is one of those things that are very pleasing to see. Magnets just suck it in to spot. Beautiful, beautiful. And now we have all our things connected and they can now charge. In fact, it's charging right now. There we go. And let's see what happens when we actually connect our charging cable, because this is something different as well. Do we see what is happening here? We see our power levels based on each device. That is freaking cool. So I can see that my transmitter, that's one of the microphones, is 87% charge, as we can see on top. And my receiver has 92% charge, and my other transmitter is also 87% charge. So that is a sweet feature. Now, wouldn't you love to be able to have that on your microphone normally? I love that because now I can see how much battery life I have and how much it's charged. Did you know that lithium-ion batteries last longer if you charge it to only about 85%? Let's start with our receiver end. We can see a display right here for both our microphones. So if I were to grab my microphone right here, we should be able to, if I actually press the power button again so it displays, I can see the waveforms on this. And right here we have our line out to camera or whatever device we're using, headphone out for monitoring. We have our USB charging. And on this side we have our power button and our volume button up and down. Here is where our charging connects interface to the device, interface, power connection to the device as well. And we got different buttons and selections. We have the receiver gain, recording mode. If I click that by hand, we can see mono. We can, and by the way, this is like the DJI mic has a little line at the bottom. So I swipe up and I can get back out of the menus, or swipe down again. Let's go back to recording mode. When you're on the menu, it's a touch. There we go. Just learned something new because this is my first. Safety. Safety mode means you're going to have one speaker louder and one speaker quieter. So if you're clipping because your audio is too loud, you'll have that safety track to restore your audio. So here we see our receiver gain. Now if I touch this, we can see now there's two different microphone levels. So we have both of these to choose from to increase or decrease our levels through our receiver end. Now if I touch this again, that'll brighten the screen, and then I can touch this and I can set my level. So I'm going to increase this. It's very hard to see on camera. So I now have +8 as we can see. I'm going to swipe up and now we can see our gain levels of each device. And we can go to -12 or to +12. In fact, that's the same as the DJI mic. Under display, we touch that screen and we can see a power savings mode or an always on display mode as well. So if you want to see what you're doing, you can always have your always on if you don't want to touch your screen and just want to see what's happening. We also have pair mode. And if I click that, we can see which one we want to pair. But both these are already paired with my device, so I don't want to be playing around with that. Brightness level. We can see our brightness level right now. Let's turn it down and turn it up if I can see right there. Under language, let's see what we have. I'm going to click on the display. We have English, as you can see. Swipe over. I believe that's Chinese. And we have, let's see, any other languages. Let's see if you can see that. Reset. So if I want a factory reset, let's see what it shows. Reset to default values. Next screen is certification information, and I'm not going to go through that because that is going to be more device ID information, and that is personal. So for the receiver itself, we do have this mounting option. We can see little grooves here, which of course allows these pins here. On the back side, we have a 1/4-inch thread for mounting as well. And how does this attach? Let's say I attach it wrong on purpose and don't line these up. I just simply spin this. And now it is attached. Quite well at that, see? Now let's go through our microphone. The screen will auto turn off since I'm on power savings mode. Here is our small little microphone. Here's our power button. And here is another button that has some control. So we can see the display is going to change when I press this button. Right there is noise reduction that popped up right here. And now it's off. Now, how does this device really work? Right now we see this blue light right here. I'll press the screen. Now we see the screen itself. Now I'm going to press this once, just momentarily. Noise reduction's on. I'm going to press it momentarily again. Now what happens if we hold this yellow button? We'll all of a sudden see that this microphone is muted. Hold it again for a couple seconds. It unmutes it. Double press. We can see now that we are recording. Double press again. And now it's not recording. And that is how this button works. Now, if we press our power button, it's going to blank the screen. But what if we want to turn off? We hold it for a few seconds, and then the menu is going to pop up. Like so. And then it's touchscreen if you want to power off or not. What happens if we power off? Well, let's take a look. It's going to say Saramonic as you see and blank screen. And if I want to power back on, I'm just going to hold our power button and it should power on like so. And if you want to go through menus, we can simply swipe the screen and we can see our options. And this is my first time ever seeing this display because I've never used this. We have settings, and in settings, we have these menus. Under display, we have these menus: power savings, always on, and auto screen off. Now to check out our brightness menu, we touch the screen and we can see right here our brightness level. Let's see how this is. It's actually very hard to do this while on camera. And there we go. There, back and forth. Easy as long as I don't let go of the screen and I just simply slide my hand back and forth. Now if I go back to next menu, let's see what we have because I can't see it in my camera lens. That's the gain level. Click on that and we can see our gain level of this device. And you might be wondering, what's the point of a gain level on here and a gain level on here? This here is a transmitter end. This here is our microphone end. The point is to increase our gain level to here. But if you increase the gain level here too much, then what can happen easier normally is clipped audio to the camera or whatever device you're recording to if you decide to turn this up too high. So be mindful of your levels. Noise reduction. No menu here. It's just, that's that. And now let's check out our onboard recording. Is there a menu here? There is. Let's go through these. We have record protection, auto recording, and bit depth. Bit depth, failed to modify the... Now that I disabled onboard recording that was recording in this corner, now I can go to bit depth that I'm not recording internally. Now we can choose 24-bit or 16-bit recording. What 24-bit versus 16-bit really does is allows you to boost the volume much higher without adding noise, without adding hiss. So 24-bit is going to give you a lot more clarity, especially if your volume levels are low. You can crank that sound a lot more and get more clarity without other noise in your video footage. So 24-bit definitely is the way to go. So I might be wondering, how do you mount this? Well, here is our belt clip or even a clip to our pocket if we have one. We simply clip it on and now we can clip it onto our shirt or pocket and whatnot. Now, how about the alternate method of clipping on? This device also comes with a magnet. And with this, I now clipped it on like so. You want to make sure, of course, that your microphone is facing you for the best experience possible. Now, how about our wind muff? How do you attach that? Well, let me show you here. So we spin it on and, oh, nice. It's not falling off. Saramonic was smart with this one and it's still cute little guy. I should almost put a face on this. So it has like 2 eyes, smiley face, and a patch of hair. You can't say that wouldn't be funny to have that and have it always on screen. You may wonder, how do you open your recordings on this device? Well, let me show you. USB cable that's included, connect to device, other side to your PC. And it looks like it found something. Let's check this out on the PC. Right here I have both drive letters and I can open these files like such. No app required. The volume itself is fairly quiet though, so you may want to boost in post, but of course that means your audio is not going to be distorted or clipped or corrupted recording to your device if you happen to speak too loud. And that is wonderful. Right now you're hearing my first time sample using the onboard recording of this device. How am I coming through? I've never yet played this back, so I don't know how it's coming through. I don't know how it sounds, and I don't know how loud I am or how quiet I am. This is Eric of Unboxed Studio. Stay tuned for the full review of this device and find out if it's right for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and help this channel grow, and share this video, especially when the review comes out. Until next time, look in the comments. I'll post and pin a link to the full review of this device. Have yourselves a most wonderful day.